And can you quickly explain the importance of on-site commissions versus just the quote-unquote regular way of making money through the program?
Yeah, so like the regular way, you would have to either create like a YouTube video and then put like an affiliate link on there, and your video would go on Amazon's website, but you wouldn't make any money off that specific video.
E-commerce is the greatest business opportunity of our generation.
Welcome to Ecom Unlimited Podcast. Today it is just the boys. Your host Kaj here with your other host Josh.
What's up, Kaj? How are we doing?
Doing very good. Today's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We are going to give you guys just a quick update on our business, how things are going, challenges we've run into, some successes we had, what our goals and outlook are for the rest of the year. And then we're also briefly going to touch on the transparency program. And Josh is also going to give an update on the influencer program as he's gotten into that and starting to learn the ropes there. So yeah, let's start with our goals. Josh, you want to dive into that first, or do you want me to start there?
Yeah, I'll kind of do an overview of what our goals are. And I think we kind of talked a lot this year, and after last year we did about $1 million in revenue. We were kind of thinking of not only a realistic goal, but a goal that we could kind of understand attaining while trying to kind of pivot into a little bit different direction rather than trying to scale online arbitrage further. So our revenue goal, 1.78 million in revenue.
1.78, yeah.
And then hopefully we can get to around 300K on Walmart. That's going to come probably mostly Q4. But that's like our overall goals there. And then do you want to talk on other goals that we have?
Yeah, so like you said, that revenue goal, not only just for Amazon, but including Walmart too. And we want to start pushing more on Walmart. We have one SKU that's been doing okay on Walmart, and the only reason we're even really selling on Walmart is because we were kind of forced to. Got regated on that on Amazon. It had bought more, so had to put it onto Walmart. So Walmart kind of saved our butts there. But now it's like, all right, let's intentionally sell stuff at Walmart. So we have one distributor that's got some products that we definitely want to place there. And I think we should be able to get Walmart to that because we're almost halfway through the year now. So that would be about 15 to 20K, 30K a month revenue on Walmart. And then, like you said, I'm sure we'll see a big boost in Q4.
Yeah.
And then our other goal, kind of from a big picture perspective, is we want to onboard one new brand direct exclusive relationship at least once a quarter, kind of through the rest of this year and through next year. One, because it takes time to onboard. You got to build trust. You have to make sure the vision is aligned. There's a lot of things that have to get, in place to do that correctly. So we don't want to onboard a ton at a time. And we also know the exact kind of brand that we're looking for that we want to onboard. So that's kind of the main growth focus there with that brand direct stuff and also pushing things on Walmart. And then, of course, we have our existing distributor relationships that we'll continue to buy from where the products are profitable and it makes sense for our account.
Yeah, 100%. Now, how many brand direct accounts do we have so far?
Exclusive
or not exclusive?
Yeah, so right now we have two that are exclusive. And then we had a third one that wasn't exclusive that we were hoping would kind of progress into something, but it's kind of fell by the wayside, which is unfortunate, but it happens. And then we have a couple other brands that, we're in talks with to build relationships with that might become exclusive. But right now, the two main ones that we have are exclusive.
Yeah. And what's the main program with these exclusive sellers that we use to be able to sell on listings that they have?
Assuming you're looking for the transition into transparency there.
Yes.
Yes. So with a brand that already has resellers, the transparency program is going to be super, super powerful for kind of locking down the supply chain and essentially kicking off other resellers on the listing. And so we just helped one brand get enrolled into that program. And Essentially, it's an additional barcode on the product. It's a 2D barcode. Every single barcode is unique and can only be used once. So once you're in the once a specific product is in the transparency program, then only sellers who have access to the transparency codes, T codes for short, are able to sell on that listing. So we just got a brand enrolled. Takes a while. It's not something that happens overnight because first you got to get all the correct access from the brand. If the brand isn't already in transparency on the brand level, which this brand wasn't, you have to apply and then get accepted, get the brand in first.
Sorry.
You're good. You have to apply and get the brand accepted first, and then you have to enroll a specific product. And then once you enroll the specific product, then that goes into what's called OPR, which is Operational Performance Review, which is essentially Amazon wanting to make sure that you're labeling the products correctly. And so that then takes about another 30 days. And then once you get through OPR, then the product is officially protected. So with this brand, there was a bunch of things on the back end that weren't exactly correct. They have like 5 different brands, but really just one brand, but it was really confusing. So it took us a while to figure that out. So all in all, I would say it took us about 2 to 3 months to finally get the product officially protected. On the fast side, I would say you're going to take 30 to 45 days. This one kind of took a little longer just with all that other stuff we were figuring out. But now that we have them enrolled, it's like now it makes sense for us to update the listing, to run PPC, and to really take this product to the next level.
Now, when a product goes into that transparency, when it's finally accepted, are people just automatically kicked off, or how does that kind of work?
No. So if there are FBA offers on the listing and people already have product in stock, Amazon allows them to finish selling through that inventory, but they won't be able to send in new inventory.
Okay.
With FBM offers, I believe they have a 2-week window to sell through the rest of their FBM stuff. And then after that, they will need transparency codes. So that's another thing with this particular listing is there are, I think it's around 12 to 14 FBA offers. And so obviously they're going to have to sell through, which will probably take another 3 to 4 weeks based on the stock estimations that we're seeing before we're actually the only seller on the listing.
Gotcha. I see.
Yep.
I see what you're saying. Okay. So, yeah. So hopefully that product kind of kicks in soon in terms of, we're basically just waiting right now. We're just waiting for everybody to sell out of the stock so that we're the only ones on the listing. And then we can kind of figure out what pricing we want or they want in terms of the company that we will follow and see how far with ads we can kind of work the system and while keeping the product in stock and seeing how, good we can kind of rank the product over a period of time. So that should be interesting.
Yeah. And this product is super exciting because, and if you're only doing wholesale or arbitrage, some of these terms you might not totally get them, but the product has really, really good organic rank for having terrible pictures and no advertising. So we know that with a little bit of PPC and updating listing images, adding more keywords into the title and the description, adding A+ content, we could probably double to 3x the revenue of this particular listing. And also, it's a single pack. It's a consumable product in the supplement category, and there's only a listing to buy 1 bottle at a time. But the companies told me that most people buy multiple at a time. So we'll also add a 2-pack. We'll add a 3-pack, which we're going to have higher margins on those, and those will probably be the best sellers. So I would not be surprised at all if we're able to 2 to 3x the revenue just on this one listing.
Yeah, which is super exciting because right now that's probably going to be a lot of our revenue potentially in a month, at least over half potentially.
Yeah, and it's going to do really, really well. Yeah. And then also it's a consumable product, right? And they have a loyal customer base, and people love to subscribe and save. But no one's doing subscribe and save now.
Yeah.
So the opportunity is it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very excited. I've been waiting so long. I remember just talking in Miami thinking it was going to happen in like March because I was in February. I was like,
yeah. Well, no, Miami was I think Miami Sellers Conference I think that was in March.
Oh, I
right?
thought that was in February. Or
It
maybe
was
I
in
was thinking
February.
April.
Last year it was in February.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe I was thinking like April. I was like, oh, it'll hit in April. And I was like, no. And it was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. So now
Yeah.
we're in like, what? We're close to getting into the middle of May here. So,
Yeah, we're
yeah, we'll
recording
see.
right. Today is May 9th.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm very excited. And we'll have updates probably on that product in the future, which would be really
Yes,
nice.
yeah. I think this is of all of the things we've done, I think this is one of the most exciting opportunities that we have.
Yeah, I agree.
In terms of like when
And
I
it's
say all the
only
things
one
we've
of their
done,
products, right?
of all of the products we've sold, I think this is the most excited I've been for a product.
Yeah, and this was kind of cool because it was like full circle moment. We sold this online arbitrage for a while, and then
Yeah, in a year ago.
yeah, like a year ago, came back
Yep,
to it and was like, ooh, like there's definitely some value that we could add here. Let's reach out to the
exactly.
guy, and made it work eventually. Took a
Yeah.
lot of communication from you,
Yes, it did.
um, very diligent in that, which was fantastic, and built a good relationship.
Yep. Yeah, just, explaining to the brand how we can actually add value because they already had a wholesale program and other people are buying the product wholesale, but we know they're not making a lot of money because I
Yeah,
know what their pricing is. And the guy told me, other people have asked for discounts for bulk, which they're getting some. So people are making a little bit of money, but not what we're going to be able to make with actually providing value to the brand and having the exclusive and getting the pricing where it makes sense.
yeah, yeah. Now for advertising, are we going to eat those costs? Do they eat those costs? How does that kind of work?
For this product, we're going to run all the ads on our account, and we're just going to eat those costs.
Gotcha.
And we're going to have more than enough room to do that. And again, the product's already selling really well organically, so we're not going to need to dump a ton of ads in to rank. We're just going to start small, have ads boost the revenue, and then over time optimize and see, how much we want to spend in ads to get a good rank versus how much we want to profit per unit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Cool.
Indeed. All right. Yeah. Let's talk about. Actually, you want to mention the regate?
Oh, yeah. So, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, probably now?
It was 2 days ago for us, but I think 2 weeks ago for all of the new people.
Gotcha. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of rumors about Nike regating, and then those rumors were confirmed. And then Kaja just slacked me because we use Slack. He slacked me yesterday saying that we got regated in Nike when we send out like just a ton of Nike inventory over the past like 2 weeks. So that's really frustrating. So hopefully we can kind of figure out what's going on in the back end. I know when I asked you, Kaja, if we were hard gated, you said no. So hopefully we'll be able to get that ungate through before we get all that inventory back, because it got all basically moved to unfulfillable. So
Correct. Yeah. So thankfully, we weren't just hardline restricted. We were able to reapply. So hopefully we can get the application accepted and then keep selling that product. But yeah, it was kind of funny because when everyone else got regated, we were like, oh man, now it's like, all right, come Q4, this is going to be a lot of easy money because it won't get as saturated with new people like it normally does in Q4. And then now it's like, oh, okay, well, they came for us too.
yeah, like all right, and we're finished. But hopefully it would be really awesome if we could get this regate or ungate done, because that would be great.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, but
All right, yeah. And then I want to hear about the influencer program.
yeah, so
I think this is one of the great money glitches of our generation.
yeah,
if you're able to do it right.
absolutely. And competition is obviously also increasing by the day. So potentially not as crazy of an opportunity, though it is still a great idea if you really think about it as a business. So my goal after going to the Miami conference was getting accepted into the influencer program. So I decided to use it. Well, so when I got home, I don't post on Instagram very often.
And sorry to interrupt. Just real
No, go
quick, if someone's new to the podcast,
Yeah.
what is the influencer program?
Gotcha. Yeah. So the influencer program is basically you find a product, find an ASIN that you like, that you have in your house. Even if you didn't buy it from Amazon, you can find that ASIN, and you can look it up on Amazon, and then you can create a however long of a review you want to create, and basically post that on the specific listing on Amazon. And then Amazon will figure out what placement that it wants to put that video. And it could also go on other videos as well, not specifically that ASIN. So and then every time somebody clicks on your video, if you were the last video they clicked on, you get like a commission rate for that product. Whether it ranges from I think like 1 to like 5%, with the 5% being in like the luxury category. And then basically once you have all those videos uploaded, those videos usually don't need a whole lot of tweaking afterward. So it's a lot of work up front, but if you can get things going, you can make a good amount of money. I've heard people make anywhere from, $50 a month all the way to like 7,000 months, especially in Q4, in December, which is a big month. So yeah, it's a new-ish or a newer exciting opportunity, a lot newer than Amazon FBA in general. So I ended up getting approved. I started my journey in March this year. Once I learned about it at the Amazon Influencer, not Amazon Influencer,
The Miami Seller.
Yeah, Miami Sellers Conference. Thank you. However, I hadn't posted on Instagram for a while, and so I was like, ooh. And so you had to usually change your, I think my Instagram was just a normal Instagram, so I had to change it to either a creator or a business account to be
And
approved.
you need to have some sort of online presence to get
Yeah.
accepted,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but since I hadn't posted in a while, usually people can get just almost auto kind of accepted if they use their Instagram, because I post on Instagram a lot and all that kind of stuff, but I hadn't posted for a while, so they did not accept me for a while. So I had to kind of start creating content on Instagram. I also started a TikTok because I thought I could maybe work on TikTok a little bit better if I could create a couple viral videos. So started posting on Instagram and TikTok. Got one of my coworkers to do it as well, and then he got accepted into the Amazon Influencer program I think 2 weeks into creating content, and his content was pretty much Pokemon stuff, so that was kind of good. And he was getting like 200 likes a video, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that's gonna take me so long to get there. But he only had like 9 followers, so I was like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So then,
And this was his TikTok, right?
Yeah, this was his TikTok.
So lots of views, but low followers.
So tons of views and likes, but like very low on the follower side. So I was like, oh man, if 1,000 likes is like the threshold, it's gonna take me like forever to like get that. But every day you kind of just hit the button, hoping they accept you. And I guess I got the certain amount of engagements that Amazon was looking for after about, I would say probably about 2.5 weeks. And so they accepted me. So then I basically created my 3 videos to make sure, or to get put into the earns commission on site, and they accepted those videos. And there's a specific way you have to do those videos, so don't screw those videos up if you can. Definitely. And again, all the stuff is usually free online. I haven't taken a course yet or anything. I'm thinking about taking a course, but I don't know if I'm there yet.
Can you quickly explain the importance of on-site commissions versus just the quote-unquote regular way of making money through the program?
Yeah, so like the regular way, you would have to either create like a YouTube video and then put like an affiliate link on there, and your video would go on Amazon's website, but you wouldn't make any money off that specific video. Somebody clicked on it and bought something.
It's more about people following the link.
Yeah, so it's more, so you have to try to create content either from your specific Instagram or your specific TikTok, posting it on there, and then people will funnel in from there to Amazon, rather than it just being right on Amazon's platform where like thousands of shoppers are every day, that they can just look at your review, and then if they buy a product, you earn that commission. So that's the crucial kind of component. You want to get in that earns commission kind of category, which it's not very hard, but sticking to their guidelines, their rules is super important, and you have to pay attention. So after that, I've only uploaded probably like 4 reviews. I've been kind of busy, so I haven't been able to really like dial in as much as I want, and I'm trying to think of how I want to do it, because there's a side where you can make okay reviews and then do a ton of them, or you could stick more to better content on your reviews and then have the potential to use them for different platforms as well. So I think I want to go the kind of really good reviews, and then to be able to like funnel them into different content. Like if I want to start like a YouTube Shorts series, or like another TikTok with product reviews, I can start uploading those products or those videos to those websites to kind of improve my potential for earnings. Which I know a lot of people have done already, and our people are finding success in as well. And you're like one viral video away from potentially having a decent sized commission, especially if people just click on your link, visit Amazon, buy anything. They don't even have to. That's the one thing I learned today. It's like they don't even have to buy the specific thing that you reviewed. Like a lot of my friends like reviews that he's posting, he's actually getting commissions for like other stuff that is close to his product, but is not the actual same.
And it's because people went to Amazon with his link.
No, it's because they just watched his review. Like they must have been like looking at a product, or like their cart was maybe already full, or they looked at his video, they saw another product they liked, they clicked on it, they added it to cart, and then they bought it. But
and he got commission.
Yeah, but his video was the last viewed video or the last review that they saw on Amazon before they checked out. So he actually ended up getting a commission for that. So now I'm like, oh, this is kind of crazy. So it's like the more noise you make, aka the more videos you have that get views, that's kind of what you're looking for. So now it's kind of interesting because, there's a lot of competition coming on to these types of things. There's tons of videos out there already, and people are like, oh, if the video has 6 videos, you shouldn't even make a video for it. The top 6 views is like a certain carousel. So there's 2 carousels. There's the top carousel, which is like the one that you want to be on. And then
that's essentially when, even if you're on your phone, right, and you're scrolling to a product page, and then you're looking through the pictures, and you scroll, and then you see videos, right?
Yeah,
that's the top carousel.
That's the top carousel. And then if you keep scrolling on your phone down below, you can potentially find the bottom carousel. So people are like, if it has 6 videos, you shouldn't even create a video. But honestly, that's not true in my opinion. I think you should create a video anyway, because I've had viewers on one of my videos that there were already 6 videos already for it.
Interesting.
So that's the one thing that kind of gets me more excited about it.
And so question for you. So you said it has to be the last video viewed. I thought it was just if they viewed it at all, but it needs to be the last one.
I think it has to be the last one. Yeah. Because, and the reason I say that is because it's just that kind of what makes the most sense. I mean, it could be the first one technically, and they could look through multiple reviews, but I'm assuming Amazon is catching up on some sort of like browser behavior there. So the last one, whoever gets viewed the last, is pretty much going to probably make money on the product. I'm going to
Interesting, because I thought it was just if it was watched, but I don't know that detail exactly.
Yeah, they actually have to click on it, and then they have to buy a product. Because if they click on it and don't buy it,
right.
Yeah, but they could click on your review and I guess add another product to their cart, and then if they buy that, you get the commission. Again, a lot of this is kind of like I'm still learning, but it's very interesting that there's more than you can make commissions on other things, not the products you just reviewed too.
Right.
Which is better because I feel like, if you find an air fryer with like 19 video reviews on it, like you're not going to be making a ton of money on that because there's so much competition on that. But if you make a good enough video with a good enough title, like I think titles and kind of thumbnails are going to be a big thing moving forward.
Yeah.
For these kind of videos. So we'll see what happens. I haven't made any money yet, but then again, I haven't really worked very hard on it yet. So I'm still trying to get my reviews up. I want to see if I can get into like the hundreds of reviews soon. That's the goal.
Yeah. If you can have hundreds of videos and again, I'm not in the program at all, but just from what we learned in Miami Sellers Conference, like if you can have a lot of videos and they're on products that are expensive, because then that boosts how much you're earning per whenever someone watches and buys, and trying to find those products that are expensive but don't already have 20 reviews.
Yeah.
So some of those maybe more niche products, like Reezy was saying with that one product where it's a $50 product and he's the only video review on it, and it sells he makes like $300 a month from one product because he's the only video review.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about my one video because the Amazon ergonomic mouse that we bought for the laptop for the warehouse.
Yes,
yeah. So that had like one review on it. So I was like, "What, dude? How's that possible?" So that was kind of cool. It was specifically only one video I saw. There were other mouses on it, but they were like different mouses, not exactly the ergonomic one.
Interesting.
So that was very kind of interesting.
Did you review it?
I did last night. Yeah.
Attaboy.
There we go. Yeah. So that was exciting. So we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to, make like $1. That'd be kind of cool.
I think the other cool thing with the influencer program, which is different from FBA, is it's perfect as a side hustle if you're cash strapped.
Yeah.
Because you don't need any money to start. Like there's already so many things around your house that you can review. Like just literally review everything that's in your house.
Yeah.
And you could make 100+ videos and start making some cash.
100%. Yeah, like I'm a physical therapist and I'm treating Ben tonight. He's coming over at like 8 o'clock.
I heard.
And I might have to bargain and see if I could be like, hey, can I come to your house? That'll be my payment since you're not paying me. And just review a lot of its progress. Or
Ben has a lot of reviewable products at his house.
Dude, they buy so much stuff. It's a gold mine.
That's hilarious. We'll have to send him this clip once the episode's out.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, I'll see what he says. But yeah, and then like the other thing you can do with like the Amazon influencer program, if you get good enough and your reviews start getting like pretty good and like you're happy with the quality, brands might start reaching out to you saying like, hey, we like your reviews. We want to send you blank product. Could you review it for us? And I think that's where it can kind of get more exciting because then you're getting a product most likely for free that you could potentially resell on top of, being able to sell that review to them, to being able to earn on-site commission on Amazon. And I heard a lot of people say like, it's not as good as some people say because, the products don't sell as well, at least in the beginning. But that's still an exciting path that you can take and it could make you more money. So, yeah.
Yeah. That is a trifecta. Like the brand pays you for the review, you make on-site commissions, and you resell the product.
And like, I'm not sure how taxes work with this business model too, but that's also another interesting thing to consider as well.
That is a very interesting thing.
And I would have to look it up because it's like, hey, if I could buy everything I wanted to for free, I mean, technically it's not free.
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Amazon has to send you a 1099. And then it would be on you to keep track of any free product you get.
Well, it's funny that you say that because Amazon, when you make your influencer account, they ask you if you're an LLC or not.
Or sole prop.
Yeah, sole prop. So I thought that was interesting because it's like, wow, so they actually do. That's kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, they have to for their side because they have to report where all that money's going.
Right. I know. It's just interesting. Like, you could buy anything you want and just like write off your taxes. So if you have like 20 grand in stuff, but then you
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's interesting.
You buy the products to review and then you can just expense them.
Yeah. So that means
you're not wrong because that is a business expense.
You could almost expense your whole life.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I remember I was listening to a Ty Lopez video and he was talking about that's one of the reasons why he does the personal branding stuff because then his entire life is expensible because you just film it to create content. So everything you do is marketing, and then you just whenever he travels or does anything, he just films it, and then it's expensible.
That's ridiculous. That's where I want to get to in life. If I can get there, I will be a happy person. Be able to just start expensing everything.
Just expense everything.
Never pay. Well, I mean, you will if you make enough money, but that's just crazy.
Not tax advice.
Yeah, not tax advice. Just about things. That's all. Just thoughts.
Oh man! All right. Any other updates or closing thoughts for this episode?
No, I was about to just close this out, man.
Sweet.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. If you found value during this episode, give Ecom Unlimited a like and a follow to stay updated on all of our new episodes. And we will see you on the next one.
Peace.